place I found peace in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours, stone cold inside.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do
Good morning. Oh, my camera's not on. Great start to the Friday morning stream. We got Jay Macy in the chat. We got Ja World Rocky 2 in the chat. How y'all doing? We got Love Cades in the Twitch chat. How you guys doing? Oh my god, you're back. I'm back, baby. Actually, I've been streaming all week. I didn't get a chance to stream yesterday, but we're streaming today, baby, and we got something super special. Quick story time. Yesterday, I was working at the studio It's Gorgeous Music over here in Las Vegas. I get the call from Gorgeous, the studio owner. He says, "Hey, got a client. She's coming in tonight." I said, "Bet, let's do it." Jay Macy came through with her crew and recorded 2 bangers. So we did that, took care of that, and Jay Macy liked the work so much that she wanted me to mix one of her tracks. So here we are. We're gonna get into a mix stream today. I know we've been doing some production streams. We did a recording template the other day. Now today, and that recording template is what I used for Jay Macy's recording session yesterday. So boom, practical. The chat loves it. They love practicality, chat. I know you love the practicality. So, hey, nice. Let's go, Ja World. Ja World just said Jay Macy and Ja World are dropping a new track. So please make sure you check that out. Ja World, can I follow you from here? No. Okay. Ja World, I'm gonna hang on. Let me just do this now because I don't want to forget. I want to follow Ja World. Or Rocky? Is that Rocky? Did I not type this in correctly? Oh, Money on My Mind! That's what we did! I typed it in. I missed the R. Hell yeah. There it is. Bang. Done. Following. Boom. Heck yeah. That's one of the tracks we did yesterday. It was fantastic. There we go. We got the follow. Wonderful. If you are watching and you're watching on Instagram, you could also watch me on Twitch or YouTube. Links in my bio. You can also watch on IG Live, where I have Jay Macy and Ja World Rocky 2 in my chat. Love Cades has been in my chat before over in Twitch. I think I've listened to Cade's music before on the stream, so we gotta get those feedback streams back. I know people love sending in their stuff, so we'll get that going soon. All right, here we go. So Jay Macy said, "Hey, can you mix this?" I was like, "Bet, let's mix." Because when we're in the studio, I hit a quick mix, try to get it right if we can, and sometimes it's a bit rushed. So this is nice because I'm at home. I got my setup, so I can kind of dig into mixes a little bit here, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to do it here on stream. So I asked Jay Macy if it was cool, and she was like, "Cool, go for it." So we're here on stream. We got Jay Macy's track loaded up. She sent it to me yesterday, and I'll show you where we're at and what processes I've already done. I did this stuff yesterday, getting this set up. So let me pull it up and we'll start from there. I'll show you exactly what I do on these mixes to get them, get them ready. So what's the button I push? This is the button I push. Oh, interesting. My screen isn't showing up. There we go. Alrighty. So we got Logic pulled up here. And essentially, what we're looking at is my mix template. So I already have these set up, these mix templates set up. So when I go into new template, this mix template's set up. So all I got to do is bring in the stems and do it. Now, Jay Macy was great enough to send me the track. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to find the stems, or at least a session. So, with the way technology is nowadays, we use the stem separator, and I'll show you the one I used. I actually paid a subscription for this. I use the stem separator called Moises. And essentially what we can do is we drop our track in. This is the Jay Macy track called Club Clappin'. And we drop it in and we separate it. We separated the vocals, background vocals, drums, bass, keys, and anything that doesn't fall in these categories goes under other. Okay? So I downloaded these from Moises. Great app, actually. Great for if you want to do karaoke. And I downloaded these stems, dropped them here into Logic, and put them into my template. And on my template, I have specific buses already set up for different sounds here. So as you can see, lead vocals, background vocals. Although, it's not perfect. So I had to decide if I wanted to process these as one or as two separate things. I decided to do two separate, just from like what the audio sounded. I'll play those for you in a bit so you can hear it. But so we're loaded up into the template. Everything's routed correctly. Everything's color coded. I did the color coding. And it's super easy. I drop it into place and then I can just color code it from here. Boom. And I have this exact same template built over in Pro Tools too. So I can do this in Pro Tools. I decided to do this in Logic for today. So I switch back and forth. Actually, I was telling Jay Macy this yesterday. I produce, and as you guys know in the chat who've seen me before, I produce in Logic, bring that over to Pro Tools as a 2-track or a bounce to record, and then from there I'll decide if I want to mix in Pro Tools or mix over here in Logic. And just this time around I decided to mix in Logic. That's it. The stem separator too, I don't know if you guys can see this, it's a little tiny. When you bounce the files, it gives you the key and the tempo right here. So, although I put it into a different program and said 91, this is 92. So we need to take a listen at this and see which of these tempos works. So we're going to do that right now. Actually, that's going to be the first thing we do because we want everything lined up. So if we use any sort of time-based effects like delay and stuff, that stuff's all in time. And also if I'm doing any cuts or edits, everything's locked to the grid. Okay, here we go. Let me turn off the musica. And I'm trying to figure out a place to put that. Put that there. Oh, wow. We don't want to listen to myself on stream. There we go. Jay Macy, how you doing? We had a nice talk yesterday. You showed me some of your music. I sent you some stuff too. We had a vibe last night. That was super cool. And at the session, we had a cool vibe too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn on the click track, and I want to see if that lines up with the actual beat here. So let's do that. I have it set 92. That's what the stem separator picked it as. Sounds pretty good there. The key is if you skip a little ahead, you're going to hear if the click's on point.
I know you probably can't handle what I know. If you can't take it, just fake it till you make it home.
And if you're having a hard time hearing the click, I'll turn it up real quick for you. I can tell you right now, it sounds dead on.
Called him up, he said, babe, you wanna roll? Whole time he really only wants some hoes. I fuck with him because he always play his role.
Cool.
Do a split, do a split.
Yeah, that's perfect. Sounds great. So it's 92. I used a different BPM finder for that. I also have, there's a BPM finder in Logic too, under metering, BPM counter. And best place to put it, best track to put it on is actually the drums. Obviously, because you have the rhythm there. So if I was to put BPM counter here, bang.
Here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk
Aggie,
through the club.
welcome, welcome.
Cameras flashing, right
So there you go, 92.
I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit. Bitch, question.
Alrighty, so that's a little bit of Jay Macy. Actually, let me play. I'll play up through the first verse here, so you get a vibe of Jay Macy's music.
Here to shake some ass.
This one's called Club Clappin'. Turn that click off. From Jay Macy at Jay Macy Music. Make sure you follow her.
He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting gruff. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit. Bitch, questions for what? I'm not answering shit. And that's where we cut, cause enough is enough. I never been the type to strut her stuff. Talking online, now we here and you ain't tough. Visually see why you told me rough. Play with me one more time, it's count your bluff. Plus you ain't winning, heard your booty stuff a fluff. When you shake it, earthquake, it turn to dust. Back bend, knees locked, check for rugs. You a 10, you a 10, you a 10. Shake that ass when you wobble, you a hen.
Hey.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem.
So that's your hook right there. I can also, it's not entirely everything, but it's probably a good idea to get these markers in now. Verse.
I get a feeling when he look, we
That's
know
your
what's
hook.
up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much, I'm
Yeah.
not asking for shit.
You can always tell, especially, since I don't have the vocal stemmed out completely, I would easily be able to tell where the hooks are. But since they all come in as like one long thing, I gotta kind of listen, which is fine. So we can do the rest of these real quick.
Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up.
Probably another one.
Okay,
Nope.
stop, here we go. Now it's your turn, baby. Wobble, you a hen. That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting gruff. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. Okay, stop, here we go. Now it's your turn, baby, get up, seal the show. I know you probably can't handle what I know. If you can't take it, just fake it till you make it home. Got his turning when I walk in the door. You ain't killing. Bounce that ass, make it jiggle. Why you worried? That booty bitch, but I. Whole time he really only wants some hoes.
That's still a
I fuck
verse.
with him because he always play his role. Do a split. Why you twerk? Bounce that ass, make it jiggle. Why you worried? That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you
Love
just a
it.
pebble acting gruff. I'm here to shake. Look, we know what's up. promised me he wasn't here to waste time. Then he pulled his genitals out of FaceTime. Hey, Jay Macy on the track.
This is basically outro from here.
Y'all can fuck with that.
And then we're gonna identify where the beat ends. Boom, beat ends there. I always like after the music stops about 2 bars in time. But I like to listen to it
You know what's
to
up?
get a vibe for if that's a good ending point. I always think about if it's on a playlist or if it's on the album, like when does the next track start? Boom, next track, done, right? It's bar 65. I think it'll be easier if I do this, actually. Boom. Track finished, and then next track. Boom. All right, great. Done. Something I don't have to think about later. Okay. So, mix-wise, you know, especially with hip-hop, right? Drums, bass. When we're talking about the instrumental, obviously the vocal's the most important thing. But right after that, in order, probably drums, bass, bass, drums. Depends on the bass too, because if it's that kind of 808 bass, that drives the song. If it's not that kind of bass, then maybe the drums is more the priority. But I like to start with these two. The big thing I've been doing lately is I've been using this plugin, the God Particle, on my mix bus, and I think it's just the bomb. Bet you haven't heard that one in forever. So essentially what we're going to use this as is it has these indicators that tell us if we're hitting it where it's using the plugin at the optimum, in the most optimum way. So we got this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to play with specifically the bass and the drums. If I had the kick, I would start with the kick and the bass. But for now, drums and the bass. We're going to mute everything else. And I'm going to find kind of the most banging part of this beat, which is where the bass is. So I can actually start it right here. And in fact, it might be easier if I just, boom, loop that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at these indicators. I'm going to make sure these are hitting the indicator number 1, first and foremost. And then I'm going to see if I can get them closer to hitting specifically the mid and the bass a little cleaner. So let's see. So we got it clipping there already right off the rip. So I'm just going to gain these down a little bit. See if I can get them to hit right in the pocket. Take off that. So it's a little softer. But now we're hitting those. Our bass looks really good. See where that bass is? But now I feel a little more comfortable bumping up that bass. There we go. See how the indicator's hitting right in there in the pocket? And now we got the mids here. And those mids will fill out once we add some more. So let's go ahead and add in the next piece, which is this loop, which is kind of all these like, it's like a lot of, oh, sorry. Yeah, the stem separator kind of is like putting out all this other strangeness. Shane Rains in the chat. Let's go. How are you? Shane, you got to check out this artist I worked with, Jay Macy. She's really dope. How are you, Shanes? I'm gonna see you like 2 weeks from now. How sick. Now it's hitting a little too hard, so pull that back just a little bit. And we'll be coming back to this the whole time. Just vibing. At J Macy Music in the chat. Shane Rains in the chat. Aggie in the chat. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Cool. Let's get these keys in. So we got some high end on that. And some mids. I'm not usually super concerned about hitting the mids and the highs as much. The bass is my big thing. And then I just get the balance sound-wise around. Let me follow her. Yeah. Female rapper. How cool is that? How great is that? Very modern kind of hip-hop sound too, right? It's a little loud. The earlier part's a little louder. We'll throw some compression on that to make that a little bit louder in general. Cool. Let's get those vocals in. I'm gonna bring all of it in and adjust them at the same time.
Friends said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. She said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. Friends said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks,
Yeah.
they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. She said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. Friends said I'm a gem,
I'll let it go on the verse a little bit. We can hear how it sounds. We did everything on the chorus. We just want to see how it sounds on the verses when we got stuff dropping out.
Cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit. Bitch, questions for what? I'm not answering shit. And that's where we cut, cause enough is enough. I never been the type to strut her stuff. Talking online, now we here and you ain't tough. Visually see why you told me rough. Play with me one more time, it's count your bluff. Plus you ain't winning, heard your booty stuff a fluff. When you shake it, earthquake, it turn to dust. Back bend, knees locked, check for rugs. You a 10, you a 10, you a 10. Shake
Yeah.
that ass when you wobble, you a hen. That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I
Cool.
walk.
That sounds awesome. How good is J Macy, Shane? Total vibe. She was super nice yesterday too. We had a great time recording.
That booty bitch,
So
but I
we're
can
gonna
hear the
start with this bass. Since it's just the one, I'm gonna just work off this bus. And all I'm gonna do for this bass is hey, J Macy, you snapping. You're a vibe. I appreciate you. It was super fun working with you last night. So all I'm gonna do here, a little bit of processing. You see, I already have some plugins here on the bass. All I'm doing here is I'm just looking to see if there's any spikes resonant frequency wise. I'm gonna see if I can tame this weird thing right at the top. You my Vegas producer, let's get it. I need to make some harder beats for Jay Macy. That's probably what I gotta do. I sent her one of my tracks yesterday, and she's like, yo, Backstreet Boy vibes. Which is actually absolutely my vibe. I'm not embarrassed to say. Yeah. So with these, when we separate these stems, sometimes like some of the information from each instrument, it goes into some of the others. Probably this one here, this kind of, it's called other. So some of that bass sounds is going into here. We just got to work with it. That's the best we can do. But we got most of it, and then there were some resonant frequencies that we cut out, and that's it. And then we're going to grab our trusty LA2A compressor. And all I'm doing here is just evening out this bass. We're just getting a low gain reduction, and then we're going to push the volume back up. Because the gain reduction is making it softer, and then we want to bring everything up so all the soft parts are louder, and then the gain reduction is keeping all the loud parts at a certain level. And we're just going to do essentially just by ear. Might be hard to hear on your phones. Hey, Mr. Kool-Aid, what's good? What's good? All right, cool. And now this is my little secret sauce. I got this from Help Me Devon on YouTube, which I was watching a stream yesterday. Fucking great stream. We are going to center the low end of the bass, and then we're going to spread it out on the higher end, so we can hear like when the bass is hitting in the higher end of the bass. Back, Shane, welcome back. And if you guys are on headphones, you'd hear this. We're going to try to stereoize it a little bit. So we've picked kind of this low end to be dead center on your speakers or headphones. And then the higher part, that's going to be spread out just a little bit. Like this one. So in the mix, the bass is going to be more present, right? Super easy trick. I'm using Ozone 11 for this. We use Exciter. I like this analog low end. Let's check this low end clean boost. Ooh, that's kind of hot. Let's do that. I've never used that one before. We're doing that. You could definitely hear it there. Sweet. And then in the mix, without. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy tries to stay posted up. How much more present is that bass? That's gonna bang on your speakers later, dude. Headphone speakers, that bass is gonna hit. Now, for those of you who listen to music just on your phone, smaller Bluetooth speakers, this is the move right here. Bring in our bass, right? And then bring in Pro Q3. Bring back Pro Q3. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the analyzer and we're going to find where the fundamental frequency is, and then we're going to pick the next fundamental. So, boom, right? And the next fundamental is kind of right here. The next peak, we'll call it 150. What we're going to do is we're going to bump up the frequency on our bass up to 150. And we're going to push this intensity to get more of that mid-range. Listen to that. So, here's the thing, right? People are like, yo, needs more bass. Here's the thing. Sub bass, like when you're talking about like sub, like in your car or like in the car, like people who have subs in their back. Yeah, we can hear those sub frequencies when we raise the bass or raise the sub frequencies of a bass, right? But not everyone's got that in their car, right? People have headphones. People listen on their phones. People listen in their car that don't have subs. And the truth is, right, so many people listen to music on their phones, literally from their phones. How? Why? Because we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube Shorts. We're on TikTok. That bass has got to hit on these small-ass speakers, right? You only got these two small speakers. I think it also, if you play it sideways, you hear it from the speaker, right? So we got to make that bass a little louder and more present in the mid frequencies. That's what we're doing here. We're picking 150, and all the harmonics above 150 are being lifted. And that's why when you listen on your phone, you're going to hear this bass way cleaner. But honestly, even on my speakers, it already sounds better. That's with it off. Back on. There you go. How dope is that? Cool. Next thing, we're going to add this guy right here. Another of this God particle, which we had on the main bus. Bring that back in. I'm just adding a little bit of saturation. I want to hit this marker. How nice is that? Now it's getting too loud, right? So what we got to do is we're going to bring the volume down. I'm just going to solo it. So we've added God particle, which is giving us a bit of saturation, which means we're adding more harmonics, which are how would I describe harmonics? Especially those in the chat, maybe if you're mixers. Harmonics are these frequencies that are just naturally there when you hear these sounds, but we're accentuating them, we're bringing them up, and that's what this particular plugin does. We're getting those harmonics saturated so we can hear them even more present and clear in the mix. Why that helps us with bass? Once again, it's very similar to this R bass. We're bringing all that up so the bass has color and flavor, and you can hear it better. So how good is that? Let's it's soloed. Let's do without any of the stuff I put on. It's tough to hear if you don't have headphones. But now with everything. How good does that sound? Holy shit. with the mix.
To look around and see you here, you know it's love. Like booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. Friends said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy tries, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up.
And now, so with all these harmonics, we've been adding a lot of extra frequencies. So I'm going to use this app here, or this plugin called DSEQ, and it's so sweet. It's got this AI on here that it's going to analyze this bass, and we're going to be able to just pull down some of those new frequencies we're adding.
But I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a
And we're going to come back to this a little bit later,
I'm a
too.
gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but like booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy tries, they posted up. I get a
Beautiful.
feeling when he look, we know what's up.
Great.
To look around and see you here, you know what's up. Like booty bitch,
How
but
good is that bass sound now? Damn. Love it. All right, cool. We got our drums. Usually, right? I was talking about this before. Usually, we would have the kick. Right here, I think it's just kick, snare, and hi-hat. You got two hi-hat parts. You got a regular hi-hat, and then you have the open hi-hat. We don't have any of those separated, so we're just going to work on the drums on its own. So, same process. Just kind of easing some of these frequencies that are hitting our ears a little heavy. I saw one here. And when we're talking frequencies, what you're going to hear is these like really unpleasant frequencies. Yo, Gorgeous 102 Gold, you got it. Have a good call. So, I want you to hear this. Hear that? Kind of nasty little top end. So all we're going to do is just bring it down. We don't want to fully take it out because there is some quality to that helps the sound of it. So we're just bringing it down so it's not hitting our ears. So we call it harshness, right? We don't want it harshly hitting our ears in an unpleasant way, as Devon, Help Me Devon would say on YouTube. And those seem to be the points. I could probably dig in a little bit deeper here. Maybe this guy. Cool. Now we're going to hit this with a compressor. We're going to use this this UAD 1176. And all we're doing is we're going to kind of cap off how loud stuff is going, and then we're going to bring the soft stuff up. Super easy. And then I'm just going to match where I set the fader. And what we're doing is we got maybe about 3 to 5 dB gain reduction. So we're saying all the loud stuff, kick, snare, all that stuff's hitting here. And then all the soft stuff, like your softer snare hits, your hi-hats, we're bringing up in volume. Now hear it with the beat. Nasty. Great. Bring Ozone back again, same deal. We're going to bring Imager back this time. We're going to do something very similar to what we did with the bass. We're going to center that kick. And we're going to spread out the top just a little bit. we got Exciter. What we're doing, Exciter. Detail transients on the Exciter. So everything sounds real clean hidden. Hitting, dude. I liked what it was. Alright. Now we got the sweet plug-in knock. All I'm gonna do here, hit this punch. Hear how hard that shit's hitting? That's giving us a little bit of shaping to our transients, so each time you hear a sound, it's even a little bit sharper and harder. It's great for drums. It's a lighter kick, and the reason it's a lighter kick, for I would guess from the producer aspect, is we have the bass. The bass is hitting with all that low bass subbiness. So we're just giving that kick just a little bit of body. Diamond, what up? Welcome to the chat. We're adding in a lot of this high end, but we're going to pull it back in a step or two here, so hang tight. Yeah, that hi-hat's loud. If I had the stems, I would just cut the hi-hat down in volume, but when we're working with the bus, we just got to kind of do our best. We got that God particle up. It's hitting our markers here. We like that. Maybe a little bit more bass if we can. So we're still not hitting our marker there, so what I'll probably do is give us just a little bit more low end. A little bit more compression. Control that high end a little bit. So this is like a compressor, but we could pick specific sections of our frequency band. So we're targeting the kick and the hi-hats. Listen to where they go. I boosted the kick a little bit, control the volume on it, and then really kind of taming how sharp those hi-hats are. Off. A little more body, right, with the kick, and those hi-hats aren't hitting our ears as hard, which is nice. We're going to use that same plugin from before tame those hi-hats even more. Nice. Sounds really good. Got a little spinny wheel. Let's hit save. Make sure. Still not hitting our mark completely, so I want to push that just a little bit. Now we're in the zone. Let's hear it with the mix.
I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs.
Alright, it's a little loud.
When I walk through the
So,
cameras flashing, Rozzy trucks, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here.
we're just gain matching. Hey, Jay Macy, welcome back. Once again, that God particle, we're adding a little bit of saturation, 30% this time. Just to get those kicks and snares to hit a little harder. You can hear the difference, right? Volume-wise a little bit, but the fullness of it. It sounds thin here, right? It sounds more full. How good is that? Alright, last thing. This is a new trick I've learned from Help Me Devon. Devon's my man. We're going to do this limiter here. What I want to do is I want to see where this is spiking. -8. And we're going to push it into this limiter, get a little bit more volume. Little gain reduction. Here's our drums all the way out. Nothing. Everything. Nothing. Everything.
It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing,
I'm even gonna pull it down just a little bit.
I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up.
Make up for all the volume we've added.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs.
And, you know, in my room here, I'm not mixing at the highest volume. Number one, because there's other people at the house. But number two, your ears won't get so tired when you're listening to it so loud. So I mix a little lower, and then I'll bump up the volume a little bit. Actually, it's a good time since we finished the drums and the bass.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the
Yeah, it's banging. It's banging. Nice. Last thing we're going to do. This is interesting. We are going to... So usually I have the kick, right, by itself. So what we're going to have to do is something a little bit different than what I usually do. But we're going to create what I like to call a ghost kick. Unless it's already here. Nope. We're going to create a ghost kick. Bus 101. Push that all the way. And what we're going to have to do is isolate that with an EQ. We'll use the Logic EQ. So this is our drum right here. But what we want to do is isolate just the kick. So we'll do a high cut. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to send this over to the bass. And we're going to use this guy right here. Another DSEQ. You can tell I like this plugin a lot. And we are going to send that bus 101 of just the kick to the bass. Follow me? Everyone's following? And what we're going to do is we're going to turn that on. It's sidechained. So what's going to happen? That's not correct. It's this one. What's going to happen is the kick's going to hit in here, and it's going to bring the bass hit down. So we get more kick when the bass hits, or when the kick hits. Little Jason Joshua. He used Soothe. This is similar. I don't have Soothe. I'm gonna bypass it. See if you can hear the kick clearly when it's on. So off. 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 On. Nice. So what's happening is your bass is going, boom, but the kicks come in the middle at the same time, right? Bass and kick kind of live in the low end, right? So what we're doing is we're bringing down the bass, and the kick can take the place of it in the low end for just that moment when it hits, and then the bass comes back. What that does, it makes a smooth transition, yeah. What it does, it makes our kick hit harder, right? And for you mixers out there, saves you on headroom because you don't have the bass and the kick hitting at the same time, taking up more space on your meter. So basically, that gives us just a little bit more headroom to make the whole damn thing louder. And that's what we want. We want to make this fucking song bump. So that's one of the ways. Kick, snare, bass. These particular tracks can hit your limiter first and make it really hard to push the volume of the whole thing. And we're going to jump into that a little later. So, something to think about. All right. Boom. Let's hear how the rest of this sounds on the verse. How good those drums sound, damn. Wagner Lima Surf, welcome to the chat. And the hi-hats are present, but they're not killing our ears. Right? Beautiful. Alright, let's move on. We got this next section, which is from the stem separator, is kind of this other section. It's kind of, when the stem separator happens, some of the other instruments kind of fall into other tracks, and that's what's happening here. You can hear vocals, you can hear some of the drums. I bet you part of that upper level of the bass is in here. So all we're going to do here, I'm just going to hit with a little bit of EQ and compression. That's it, so nothing's sticking out. Because there's nothing specific happening in there. I'm going to leave that. So all these kind of funny little things sticking out. See that guy? But we're leaving it. it's easy to be like, I don't want to take it, but we don't want to take away too much information from the track. So, and we'll hit it with just a little bit of this compression. About 3 dB gain reduction. That's it. Not too much with this. I don't want to disrupt what it's adding here to this.
I'm not asking for shit, bitch. Questions for what? I'm not answering shit, and that's where we cut. 'Cause enough is enough. I never been the type to strut or stuff. Talking online, now we here and you ain't tough. Visually see why you told me rough. Play with me one more time, it's count your bluff. 'Cause you ain't winning, heard your booty stuff a fluff. When you shake it, earthquake and turn to dust. Back bend, knees locked, check the rugs. You a 10, you a 10, you a 10. Shake that ass when you wobble.
Sorry, it looks like the IG stream cut. Gonna just bring it back up. This has been happening lately, which is annoying.
Friends that I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rosie trust, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up. So look around and see it here, you know it's love. Okay, stop, here we go. Now it's your turn, baby, get up, seal the show. I know you probably can't handle what I know. If you can't take it, just fake it till you make it home. Got his turner when I walk in the door. You ain't killing them, I make them hit the floor. Low-key jealous cause you got no self-control. Called him up, he said, babe, you on a roll. Whole time he really only wants some hoe. I fuck with him because he always play his role. Do a split, why you twerk? Bounce that ass, make it jiggle, why you work? That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rosie trust, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up. To look around and see you.
Sorry, the IG stream cut out, so I had to restart it.
Show you stuff.
That's been happening. I'm not sure what the issue is. I may need to update the software, so apologies. Alrighty. Now we got our hook line, our hook melody, which is big, okay, okay. This part. This kind of keyboard synthy part. It's got some of the vocals in there too, so we just got to deal with it. Just hit some of these resonant frequencies out of here. This subtractive technique is called subtractive EQ, and a lot of engineers use it. In fact, they won't boost stuff; they'll just take stuff out, let the music or let the track breathe. That's kind of what I've gotten the mood of, because it's a nice line. So why do we want to take too much away from it? We just want to get those resonant frequencies out. If you want it to sit maybe above a different part, like say there's a guitar part, maybe we boost somewhere on this to sit above the guitar part, and maybe we cut where that boost is on the keys for the guitar part down, So doing a lot of cutting on this. Don't need that one. Cool. We'll hit this with the compressor. We were talking about this earlier. Some parts are soft. So we're going to cap off how loud that stuff is. And it's a little more muted, so maybe we'll add in just a little bit. This higher end. Not that much though. And this part, I want to spread it out a little bit so it kind of fills that whole mid-range. And by spread, I mean left and right. For your headphones, for your speakers. Hit it with a little width, and then we're gonna smooth high end so it's not too crazy on the ears. Let's hear it in the mix now.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only
Without?
throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy
With?
posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see it here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit. Bitch, questions for what? I'm not answering shit. And that's where we
There's a little section that's kind of hitting me. This little section here, so we're just gonna contain that just a bit. Any of those kind of ringing resonances, we're gonna pull those. Yeah, big one right there. All that mid-rangey stuff. Just a little bit more controlled. I can hear it. So here I'm using DSEQ, that same sidechain feature, right? And we're sidechaining the vocals into here, so the frequencies of the vocals are being pushed down in the keys so they're not covering. Very similar to the kick and bass thing. We're doing that with the vocals here. It's just gonna make things a lot clearer for the vocals. We can still hear the vocals or hear the keys, but they're there. Fuck yes, Jay Macy. Hell yeah. Beautiful. And that's our instruments. Super simple today, since we didn't have the full set of all the drums. We just did the drums by themselves, bass, loop, whatever this loop thing, all these kind of leftover things. We wouldn't even have this if we had stems. And then the keys. That's a very simple beat, but just making it sound clean, clear. The drums hitting, the bass is deep.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough.
All right.
I'm here to shake
Moving down to the vocals. Once again, we did the stem separator. We didn't get all the vocals completely clean by themselves. Same thing with this one. This one's almost more ins and outs. All that kind of background stuff. So we're going to just process both of these basically the same. I don't want to put one over the other because I don't want any drops in the volume. So, but I did put them on separate channels. Separate buses. So yesterday I did something fun, And what I've started doing is I've been trying to essentially recreate kind of the C800 Neve CL1B bus. Hey, Chris, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. We're mixing. I've been trying to recreate that vocal chain, but here in the DAW. It's not going to be the same, but we're going to try to get close. So essentially what I've been doing is I have that chain already set up here, right? And we're going to go to mic mod. And we're going to pick the C8. Oh, actually, I already have it saved here. C800. So that's the C800 Sony mic, right? So that's going to be the top of the chain where the vocal's coming in, right? We're going to throw the Neve in there. And what I'm going to do with the Neve is I'm going to have this guy set here because that's the mic preamp side. And what I want to do is I want to see where this volume is hitting. I'm going to see if I can match it with this Neve on. So it's getting the Neve saturation without being too loud. So we're hitting roughly 12, 13, 12. Let's turn on the Neve.
Walk through the club.
It's too loud. It's too loud. So we're going to put the pad on there, number 1. Still really loud, so I want to just match where that was because I liked where my initial see, much better. Now if I'm feeling super spicy, I can push the gain, get more saturation, but that means I gotta pull down the I actually like how that sounds. So we pushed it up to 40 on the gain. 10, 12, so let's pull it down. Get that output down. That's too low. There we go. Now we're getting the saturation and the vibe of going through a Neve preamp, right? Through the C800 into the Neve preamp. We pushed that Neve preamp gain up, so it's getting more of that color and saturation of the Neve preamp. But I've brought the volume down to match as it was coming into the session by itself. This is the same thing I did yesterday with Jay Macy's session. I had this exact same setup, but we're putting it after the fact as opposed to me doing it while we're recording. So. I'm gonna pull it down just a little bit more. I'm just gonna mute this other one for now. You could also listen too. You don't have to use the meter. You can just listen. Hear if it's gain matched. Great. And then here we're gonna add that first. Hey, Ramblin' Anley, welcome to the chat. And so the next thing we're gonna add is this Tube KC1, which is a emulator of the CL1B box. If you guys seen it in studios, it's that blue box with the big black knobs. It's kind of the famous compressor for recording vocals. This is an emulation of it. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get some gain reduction like we would on a compressor, and then we're gonna match the volume here. So I'm looking for, 3 to 5 at the most, 5 at the very most. And this is the same thing I did yesterday in Jay Macy's session. We're just getting a little reduction. I need to save these. Wait, do I have one saved now? I need to save these presets. Attack should be right here. Release should be right here. This is actually based off Tizio, the Chris Brown mixing engineer. This is kind of how he has his setup recording wise. Cool. Beautiful. Alright, and I have auto-tune on this chain. This is not like a singing song, so auto-tune can stay off. Yesterday we recorded one where Jay Macy was singing, had auto-tune on. So I leave all those on in the chain, and that's what goes into my bus for processing. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but most of these tracks I have NLS bus, which is a emulator for different boards, consoles. And this one, Spike, the motor in, it's like if we're going into one of those consoles you see at the studio, because the consoles give us some sort of analog hardware saturation. And that's, hey, God bless. Hey, we're vibing here. I'm enjoying it. I actually love talking about this stuff too, so I can talk about this stuff all day. So we're hitting it. We're into this emulator with a little bit of drive, so it sounds like we're going into one of those studio boards. So that's what you're hearing there. It's very subtle too. Like, I don't even know if you could hear the difference. So that's the vocal off. Sorry, with the NLS bus off. It's hitting.
It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Raji trust, they posted us. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up.
It's giving it a little bit of volume, a little bit of that fullness you would get when you go through one of those hardware boards. So I like having it on there. I think it helps get that sound. Otherwise, it comes in and it sounds nice, but it sounds really clean and digital. Maybe not the right tone or sound for this type of track. We want a little bit of that grittiness. The way she's rapping, the way she's performing on it has a little bit of grit. So that's what we're looking for. Not full grit, but just like some substance to it, you know? All right.
Got booty, bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just
so same deal. This time we're hitting a hard cut here. Take out all that low end. And we're just controlling some frequencies here. All that sibilance kind of lives in this area, so we're just trying to control those a little bit. S's, right? We were talking about this yesterday. Hey, Herb, what's good, man? Another client of mine. How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. If you guys are looking for another artist to check out Herb over here in the chat. Alright, so we did a little cutting. This is the UAD Pultec. I used this yesterday on Jay Macy's track, and I think it's awesome. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to get just a little boost in the high end to give it a little bit of that crispness and shine. Not entirely necessary for a track like this, but it does help for the vocal. Super subtle, once again. Off. Or on, excuse me. This is off. Listen to the vocal.
I fuck with him because he always play his role. Do a split. Why you twerk?
Just a little bit of lift. Do you hear that?
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said
Off.
I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub.
Just a little lift. It's super subtle, but it's going to help in the full scheme of the mix.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass.
Alrighty. So now we're at the compression. What she's got very dynamic stuff going on. She's got the latter parts, a little bit softer parts, so we need to kind of get everything a little more even, especially with this kind of vocal, a little bit heavier on the aggressiveness and stuff. So we're going to match that here. We're going to match that by setting the attack slower or faster and the release faster. And we're looking 5 to 7 dB gain reduction. I have it set at 4 ratio. I'm going to gain match it. little louder.
And that's where we cut, 'cause enough is enough. I never been the type to strut her stuff. Talking online, now we here and you ain't tough. Visually see why you told me rough. Play with me.
Getting our gain reduction, gain matched. Let's hit another round of EQ. This is absolutely the same chain as Tizio, but it's very versatile. And you can swap stuff out. You don't have to follow these chains and templates exactly how other engineers do it. You could create your own. Sometimes I'll swap this out. I'll swap this out with the SSL. And what we're doing here is broad strokes. You know, I'm not making them super thin, like notched out. And this one, so I've been doing cuts pretty much this whole time. The only part I really boost is right here. There's two things I'll boost. I'll boost around 25. The reason I'm boosting here is that's where we'll be able to hear that vocal clarity, right? We want to hear Jay Macy's lyrics. So we're adding that in. And then any other kind of sibilant stuff, I'm just going to hit like a thing there. Right there, yep. So just a little cut there. And then harder boost at about 10,000. I'm doing 1 dB. If it was more of a pop song or it wasn't as dark sounding, I would maybe boost this up to 1.5, 2 to get that high end air. Oh, you dope, Jay Macy. Listen to you. You sound dope. Listen to you.
It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy tracks, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up.
Sound good.
See you here, you know it's love. Okay, stop. Here we go. Now it's your turn, baby.
So those little EQ moves, it gets us sitting above the beat, and also those compression moves, just getting the volume. So we don't have to hit just volume. At this point, we got the volume set where we want it, so we're just making it so it sits just a little bit better. Or hit the trusty RVox. You engineers, producers, you know exactly about RVox. Super simple. We're getting a little gain reduction. And then I want to gain match this a little bit.
It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rozzy tracks, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, you know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. Up and down. Got booty, bitch, but I came here to hype you up. He said I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. His friend said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting grub. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk.
And then this DSEQ is my favorite, dude. All that high end we're adding, right, through all the EQing stuff, we just want to tame that and control it so it's not hitting our ears like, oh. And DSEQ is perfect at that. The other one that a lot of people like is Soothe. Soothe is very similar. There's a little bit more here, so I'm going to pull this one back a little bit. Alright, so DSEQ. Now we got Pro DS, which is a de-esser. So all that sibilant stuff, S's, all that stuff. That's what we're using this one for. I aim for -2 to 4. If it's very sibilancy, I think Jay Macy actually had a song that had like a lot of S's and they were going pretty hard. So I pushed the threshold a little bit more to really control those. This one's not as bad. We have a range here too. We can see where those S's are hitting. Yeah, right around there. I mean, there's still quite a bit in here, but for whatever reason, maybe it's the auto-tune on that one track. It just like, for whatever reason, makes those like S's hit the ear a little bit more prevalently. So we're getting that 2 to forward here, and I think it sounded really good. And finally, last in the chain, C2. It's last compressor. Tizio likes it as a kind of just those last bit of peaks. And we're looking for about 2 dB gain reduction, exactly right there. And then since we're bringing the volume down, we need to bring it back up so we get all that softer stuff back.
Cameras flashing, Rossi trust, they posted up. I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. Okay, stop, here we go. Now it's your turn, baby, get up, seal the show. I know you probably can't handle what I know. If you can't take it, just fake it till you make it home. Got his turning when I walk in the door.
Just a little verb, just to give it some room.
Low-key jealous cause you got no self-control. Called him up, he said, babe, you wanna roll? Whole time he really only wants some hoe. I fuck with him because he always play his role. Do a split, why you twerk?
The Howlin' Vintage is my go-to, and I have a setting I like for it, so I don't really move it anywhere. Maybe I'll pull it back pre-delay so it's out of the way faster. I got a cut here, but I also do a cut on Pro Q3. And if you notice, I have a couple other reverbs set up here in case I want to swap out today. Valhalla Vintage is perfect for this track. We have a second one. Just gonna add a little bit of that. Ah, great. This is Maddie's secret sauce right here. This is the doubler from Waves, this guy. And essentially what we're doing is we're taking Macy's voice and it's kind of shifting it and phasing it out of place, and then I'm spreading it so it gives this like width to the vocal. So here it is without. Right? But we're not going to have it all the way there. We just want just a little bit. And she's got doubles in there too, but this is just adding just a little bit of extra, right? All right. But the thing is, we got another doubler that gives us 4 voices. So we're going to have that in here too, on the hooks. Right? How crazy that sounds. So we're going to have that up. Here's the thing. We don't want it on the verses, so we got to automate it, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to automate it here. On just these choruses. These hooks. Main. Where's the best place to do this? Is there a mute? There's a mute. So actually we want it unmuted there, and we want it muted everywhere else.
It's only up when I walk. To look around and see you here, you know what's up. I ain't asking for much. I'm not asking for
out.
shit.
So all we're doing, grab these and we're putting them on all the choruses. Super easy. Why is it easy? Because I marked all the choruses before. Paste. I did the work ahead of time, so it makes it easier now. Done. So now, every time the chorus hits, we get that 4-voice doubler so the vocal pops. And that's what we want, right? We want that vocal to pop on the chorus. So now listen to this chorus when it hits. Listen to her voice. And then when it hits the verse, it goes back down to just the 2 voice, which is tucked. How good does her voice sound right there? Now we're back down to the 2 voice. Such a good tool. Once again, that's a Tizio thing, but Tizio's just doing the double. I did the 4 on these choruses to make it pop, right? How cool is that? You're incredible, Jamie. See how good does this sound? I'm so excited. I can't wait to you're hearing it now. You're hearing it being done. How cool is that? And that's it. That's all I do for that, right? Let's see. What's that? Oh, mono. Okay. So this other one, I'm going to give it the exact same treatment. I'm not going to do too much with this other one. I'm literally just going to pull these, pull this chain over and we're good. So mic mod, everything literally just copied over. Nope. Tube, and then Pro Q. I got to be super careful. Actually, I could do this. Makes it a little easier. And all the time I spent on that, boom. Just bring it over. I'm going to make these adjustments. I'm just eyeballing. That 4 is a little bit higher, so it hits harder on those choruses. And we are done. At least with the vocals.
Lyric Cal, TMG.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. Friends that I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs.
Hell yeah. That hits. Holy shit. Alright, so that bass lives a little bit where the vocals are. So we'll go back to the bass. Since the vocals are all square now, I got this DSEQ set up. We're going to go... where did I put that? Compression. And I don't do this every time for the bass, but this bass we got living a little bit in that mids. So we want it to just kind of back out of the way of the vocals. And I already have this set up here, 90. That's our all the vocals together.
Lyric Cal,
And we're going to side chain it.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. Friends that I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing, Rossi trust, they posted up. I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you here, you know it's love. I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit, bitch.
Because when we have these frequencies all kind of hidden together, it's called masking. So we don't want the bass to mask the vocals. The vocals is the most important thing. 100% the vocals is the most important thing. Depending on the type of music, but in this one, it's the most important thing. The bass does need to hit, and we've set it up to hit, but that vocal cannot be covered up by the bass. Cannot. So, that's a must.
Lyric Cal, TMG.
And then...
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am a 10, just a diamond in the rough. Friends
And I have that same chain set up here.
I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs. It's only up when I walk through the club.
And this one's going to be a little lighter, maybe 3 dBs for the vocal to stay out of the way of the instrumental.
I ain't asking for much, I'm not asking for shit. Bitch, questions for what? I'm not answering shit. And that's where we cut, cause enough is enough. I never been the type to strut or stuff. Talking online, now we here, you ain't tough. Visually see.
Alright, now we're back. Oh, actually, let's do a couple things. So we got these parallel compression things, tracks here. All we're going to do is just kind of give these different sections, vocals, drums, low end, mids, highs. We're going to give them just a little bit of a boost in those with these parallel compressions, and gives them a little bit of kind of shine and saturation. Where's that kick? The kick's not by itself here, so we'll have to hold on that. Not a problem. Hang on. No. We'll live with it.
Lyric Cal, TMG.
That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up. He said I am
So we got one for the vocals,
friends that I'm a gem, you just a
right?
pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throwing dubs.
We're adding just a little bit for these drums,
Cameras flashing, Rossi trust, they posted up.
right?
I get a feeling when he look, we know what's up. To look around and see you
low end. That's our bass and would-be kick here too. Right? Once again, not too much, just a little bit extra. Our mids, like your keyboard, and that high end. Just a taste, that's it. Gives us that little extra push. Now this is a new one. I don't use it all the time, but I think I'm going to use it today. I have these other buses set up that go outside the mix and go straight to our master. So this will be kind of mixed in with the mix. Essentially, we have different instruments set up to go to this mono track, which is dead center. So we'll push stuff dead center. We'll push stuff widthwise. And then transient, we're going to get stuff even hitting just a little bit sharper and harder. So super simple. I set up. This is why I have a template. So here I have the mono set up with the bass. So we're going to add just a little bit of that. Oh, hello. Drums set to this transient one, so we'll add a little bit more of that. Right? And these are subtle moves. I'm not like trying to kill it with it, you know. This one we would use with 98. Getting that keyboard part to sit a little even more in your left and right. I love this. And then vocals, we want these sitting dead center. If I had background vocals, I'd set the lead dead center and then all the background vocals that'd be spreading out. But for now, we'll keep these dead center so they're super focused. And as you can see, you can hear the difference. That's all those instruments I picked dead center. You can hear it's very subtle. Maybe I could push that a little bit more. I think the chat mate wants me to push that more. So if there's any other kind of chord instruments, they'd probably go into this with category, you know. And then we have the drums. Just that little bit of extra. And I just have specific plugins that are kind of accentuating these. Ooh, how good is that sounding? Damn. And we haven't even done anything in the mix bus yet. Start cleaning up a little bit, get stuff collapsed. Let's get into our mix bus. So the mix bus is all these instruments, all the vocals is going into this, and we're going to process it all at one time. And this is all subtractive. Any of these kind of resonant popping frequencies, we're pulling them down. Very subtle for that low. I don't want to take too much of that low end. Hit that makeup gain. just doing it by ear. We're just hearing if the volume matches. I tend to do this on the louder parts just so it's all kind of compressed correctly. All right, now here's another little secret sauce help me Devon thing. We're gonna push everything into this SSL EV excuse me, SSL EV2 channel, and we're gonna drive it to get that SSL console kind of clipping and sound. We don't want it distorting, but we want that that little bit of extra you get from when it goes through an analog piece. Trying to get the meters hit to red. I'm gonna turn down my volume. Right? So we're bypassing now. We're gonna adjust this output to gain match it. Maddie, you wild, Jay Macy. This track sounds wild. So we're clipping it, right? So what that means is we're hitting the meters to red. Like you always hear, like, don't clip your thing. We are doing that, literally. But we're doing it in a controlled way that instead of getting all that crazy distortion and clipping this, right? We're just getting the clippiness of what you would get from an analog piece. I don't have any analog pieces in here. We do have some analog pieces over at It's Gorgeous Music at our Highland location, so make sure you visit our website at It's Gorgeous Music. Find out when you can get a session with us. Okay. If I had some analog pieces, I would send exactly what we have to that analog hardware, send it back in, get that clipping how we're doing it. But that's very expensive, so we try to find ways to do it here in the box, in the DAW. And that's what we're doing here. You can kind of hear the difference too. It's got like a warmth to it with a little bit more aggressive too. The kick, you can hear the aggression in the kick, but it's not like louder. It's not super loud. Fuck. That sounds so good. Yeah, that's a new trick I learned from Help Me Devon's podcast, yeah. Alright, so we have this next one here. It's called Fresh Air. I think I am going to use it to get a little bit more of that air and clarity, but we're not going to push it. If I'm doing a pop track, I'm using the shit out of this because we want that clean, super pop sound. This, I just want a little bit of that crispness. Not Christmas, crispness in the audio. Little push, trim it off. You hear a little bit of that difference? It's very slight, but it's there. Listen, off. Just a little bit of that extra higher end to make it crisper. I'm even gonna pull it down a little bit. Alright. Now we're back to our God particle. We were using this earlier. We were getting everything kind of matching. Now we want to see if we're closer. We're definitely there. I'm going to see if I can push this more. We're getting that saturation. See if we can hit all these markers. Get those mids up. The heart of the music, heart of the vocals lives here in the mids. Now we got the mids hitting that indicator. Listen to the difference. This plugin is unbelievable. Obviously, volume. I'm going to adjust that, but warmth, clarity. Let me get that volume square. I'm going to gain match it again. Do it on the chorus. Even with the volumes match, you can really hear the difference when this thing turns on. So it's off. Give Daddy just a little bit more high end. One last bit of compression, get stuff controlled. We'll probably use one of these. Oh yeah, what a difference. Helps those vocals get cleared up too. This last DSEQ, I've been using this a lot. Excuse me. We're just gonna get all those little nasty little resonance. You're flying out. Yeah. You the shizzle whiz. Have a good flight. Give me a text when you're landed. And hopefully you'll have some stuff in the email. This last bit, we're just getting these last resonances controlled, tamed. For sure. Have a great flight. Oh, it's my pleasure, Jay Macy. I love it. And thank you for letting me share this on the stream. I'm sure the chat loves it too. Run it back from the top here. All right. So if I was sending this to a master engineer, this is where I would leave it. I'd give it some headroom. We're about 12. So we 9. There we go. 9 to 12 dBs of headroom. Give them space to work to be able to push us up. We're not sending this to a master engineer. Fortunately, I have Ozone 11, which has the mastering assistant, which is the best. So for that last bit of extra touch and polish, we're going to use Ozone 11. We're going to run it, and it's going to analyze and create like a mastering chain that's going to work for this style of music, hip hop essentially, right? So we're going to hit that, hit play, let it do its thing. It's adding that like polish to it. And they have these different like modes that kind of matches tone and vibe of these different styles. Coffee sprayed everywhere. So we turned off, so when it does the Master Chain Ozone, it gives us the maximizer, which is their limiter. I turned that off. I like their limiter a lot, but I like to get that little extra push with some soft clipping. Once again, we're trying to get this thing super loud. Soft clippings allow us to control these peaks, kicks, snares, vocals that are kind of peaking. We're gonna get those controlled. If you push it too hard, it'll start distorting. I'll show you. It's distorting, right? So, these top peaks are the only things we're really going to be affecting. And what we're doing is we're flattening those out. And I'll show you. Actually, this is actually how I like to do it. We got our Pro Alto limiter, and Pro Alto is going to show us all the peaks and stuff that would be hitting. So those are all our peaks, right? Kicks, mostly kick, snare, kick, snare, right? We're gonna control those and watch these kind of lower from the top. They're not gonna lower, it's gonna kind of bring everything a little bit closer. All the lower, softer things are gonna get a little bit closer. And what's gonna allow us to do is, instead of these setting off the limiter and these music vocals are lower, it's gonna allow us to push into the limiter more, getting more volume out of everything. If we push the limiter way too hard, it's gonna start distorting. So we do this beforehand. See how things, and you can even see the lowest volume line here is getting higher as we push it. See how low and wide these differences are? Soft clipper back on. Much closer. Giving us more headroom to push. And now, volume everyone in the chat. It's gonna get loud. We're aiming for about minus 3 dB. That's about as hard as you can go before it starts distorting. Of course, our last part, so let's do it. Minus 3.2, that works. Where's our lops? Ooh, we're getting loud. Negative 6.5 was the peak there I saw. 4. This thing's gonna bang in the car, on your headphones, home speakers, Bluetooth speakers. It's gonna bang. This thing is loud. Alright. So we got it mixed. We got stuff on the master. We got it boosted up volume wise. This thing's gonna hit. So let's play back the whole thing. As we're playing back, I'm gonna use this tool here. This is called Metric AB, and what this is gonna do, I'm gonna sync what we have from today's mix versus the original track that she sent me, J Macy. And we're going to hear the difference, okay? You're going to hear the difference in volume right off the rip, but you're also going to hear difference in the quality. At some point, I'm going to match the volume of the original, so it's as loud. So it's not just volume difference. You're going to hear the sonic difference, the mixed version of this track. So here we go from the top. The main is blue, and then the original track. That's the original track. This is our mix with the master. World of difference. Let me match the volume now. So you won't be tricked by the volume. You'll hear the difference sonically, right? Here's our mix.
Play with me one more time, it's count your blood. Cause you ain't winning, heard your booty stop a flood. When you shake it, earthquake, it turn to dust. Back bend, knees locked, check
clarity.
You a 10, you a 10, you a 10. Shake that ass when you wobble, you a hen. That booty bitch, but I can hear the hype you up.
The vocals kinda all over, right? Just sounds very controlled, focused.
When I walk through the club, cameras flashing,
the bass is controlled.
I get a feeling when you look, we know what's up. So look around and see if you know it's love. Okay, stop, here we go. Now it's your turn, baby, get up.
Even the hi-hat's a little too crispy here. A little more controlled on the hi-hat, high end.
You ain't killing them, I make them hit the floor. Yes, I do. Low-key jealous cause you got no self-control. Called him up, he said, baby, you wanna roll. Whole time, he really only wants some hoes. I fuck with him because he always play his role. Do a split.
Bass a little too subby, I think. Kind of muddying out the mix. Listen to that kick. Hit.
I am a 10, you just a diamond in the rough. Sprint said I'm a gem, you just a pebble acting rough. I'm here to shake some ass, but only if you throw me drugs. It's only up when I walk through the club. Cameras flashing,
Guaranteed when you listen to your car with your sub, you're gonna hear that bass. I'm gonna listen to my car later on this.
Up and down, show your stuff. When you look it backwards, remove the crumbs. Promise me you wasn't here.
You can hear all that background noise, not noise, but like all that. Listen here, this is crazy. All that stuff under her voice is all present.
Hey, J Macy on the track.
So much more
Y'all can fuck with that.
presentness to the bass right there, to that 808 or whatever that synth bass is.
Up and down, show your stuff.
Back here again, sorry.
Hey, J Macy on the track. Y'all can fuck with that.
Fudge. That sounds so good. Beautiful. And there we go. What time did we start? 7? 7:30? 8. So about 2 hours. Imagine more tracks, it would take even longer. But, 2 hours to really get this locked in to where we want it, I think is definitely, it's worth the time. It takes me a little longer, I want to get in every little part if I can. But I really like where it's at. I like when I'm taking my time, too, because I'm paying attention. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, especially after these sessions, I'm trying to do a bounce. Sometimes I miss stuff that happened last night. I listened back to one of the tracks I did with J Macy, and I was like, the volume's not there. I want to get the vocal to match the other vocal that was already on that track. So took a little bit of extra time to get that there. Here, I got to take time and really make this track pop. It was already a dope song. It's just making it. I like to tell clients that you want these tracks radio ready, and I think this is a lot closer. I'm going to listen in my car. Obviously, if I have notes for myself, I'll come back, make adjustments. But for now, This is really cool. It's nice and loud too, which we all love. So save. We're gonna hit the bounce. I always do wave. I hit an MP3 so I can send it to clients. I already have my end set. You guys saw me set that earlier, so I don't even have to do any sort of highlighting or whatever. That's ready to go. Hit OK. Club clapping. And then we'll just hit this with a little V1. V12. V1. Bounce it. And that's it, gang. That's how we did it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sitting trying to do this, it can be a lot. And in fact, if it's this is how many tracks? 6 tracks. If I was doing something that had 20, 30, 40, 50 tracks, I got to break it up into pieces. I'd probably do the bass and the drums in like a 2-hour session and then go from there. Sidlantis. I made a comment on Sid's Instagram that she was like Filipino Ariel, so I hope you guys are doing well and you have a great rest of your weekend. I appreciate you popping in. Let me get the background music up. Let me get the just chatting screen so you can see me in all my glory after a mix. That shit's sounding so good. I'm very excited how that sounded. Yeah, just finished up a mix, Sid, so we're vibing now. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna send this stuff over to Jay Macy so she can check it out. I think she watched the process, so you know what I mean. Sid Landis messaged me. I will check out that message. Thank you, Sid. Ooh. Yeah, send this stuff to Jay Macy so she could check it out. She got notes. She'll send me notes. We'll take care of that, get that done, and we'll continue the process. Chat, I hope you guys had a great time watching me mix, had a little bit of fun, and maybe you learned something. Maybe for those of you who are learning mixing or get interested in mixing, hopefully that gets you a place to start, and you can go from there. If you don't know how to mix or not really interested, maybe it just was something fun to watch. So hopefully that was the case too. But we'll be back Monday. Rock it out again. We're going to take the weekend off. I'm going to see Horizon, that Filipino-Australian girl group. They're here in Vegas. They're stateside. They're doing a show tonight, so I'm going to go see them with my cousin and a friend. And I think it's a bunch of like Filipino or Asian artists, Asian American artists. So it'll be cool. Maybe I should bring some cards and try to network a little bit. So, chat, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for hanging out. Love you guys. And we'll be back Monday morning to work on more shit. So, that's all I got. If you guys are good, you're good. I'm good. Everyone's good. Have a great day. Love you all. Peace.